Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I'm ScubaDaddy and today we're gonna be going into the graphics of the game. As you all very well know, you can get into your graphic settings right here and adjust your graphics to make it look a little bit better, to make it more playable, and adjust a little bit of settings rather than there. Just have a little bit of color there, a little bit more brightness there. Whatever you want to do, it's all in here. But there's some other stuff you don't know about, so we're gonna get into it right now. So if you want to get your game to look a little bit better and make it easier for you to see enemies in PvP or PVE, have less junk in your face, you want to go ahead and download this thing right here. Type in Reshade in your Google Chrome or Opera GX or whatever you're using. Go into Reshade, press download, and click on the download Reshade right here. As you press that, just find a place to download it. Download it in your downloads folder, whatever you want to download it to. And when you download it, go into that folder. Find the Reshade Setup 6.2.0, double click it, and find the game called Once Human. Now, it most of the time is right here. If it's not, go to Browse, go into your drive that has the game installed, go to Program Files, find Steam, Steam Apps, go to Common, go to Once Human, and there it is, right there. Just double click that, and we'll press open or double click it and it will just find it here. Now if you find it here, just press next. Let's press next. Make sure you choose DirectX 10, 11 or 12. Do not choose anything other than this. You don't want to choose anything like this because Once Human runs on DirectX 11 and 12. Once you choose this, press next. As you can see, I already have it installed in my game, so I don't want to reinstall it. I will not uninstall it. What you can do when you press next, it will show you the installation. You just continue with the installation until it finishes. Now when the game opens for the first time, it will take some time because it's gonna load the shaders in. Go ahead and press your home key on your keyboard and it will open up something like this. Once you're in game, what I want you to do before messing up with any of the settings, go to settings, graphics, go to performance, and set this thing on very low. Press very low right here. Go set your frame rate at 120. Set your graphics API, whatever this is best for you. DirectX 12 works for the 40 series and 30 series of graphics cards, the RTX ones. And the DirectX 11 works for the 10 series and the 20 series. No, you can use DirectX 12 if you have a good CPU. I wouldn't recommend it. You gotta have a good CPU to actually use DirectX 12 if you don't have an RTX above 30. Image enhancement, if you don't have the actual 40 series for the NVIDIA DLSS, is quite useless. You just need to, if you have the 40 series though, just go on your NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency and put it on, don't put it on Start and Accelerate. This is only if you have a better CPU than GPU. Have it on because this will utilize more of your GPU, and if you have a 40 series NVIDIA DLSS, it will work so much better. I would suggest not using AMD FSR as it really messes up your game and makes it look like very bad. You can have it on quality, but it's still you still feel the difference, and you don't actually need to do that in this game because it's actually quite optimized if you have it off entirely. Texture quality is your preference. If you want it on high or low, it's just your preference. It doesn't really do much. Render scale, it's if you have it on 100%, you'll see everything at 100% rendering. If you have it lower on like 60, it will look very bad. I will show you right now. Yep, it looks like I'm playing freaking Tetris, pixelated stuff. So I mean, if your PC cannot handle it and you have an AMD graphics card, yes, that was a joke. Just put it on 100 right here to have the perfect view of the game. Anti-aliasing, please make sure you do not have this on high. It will put so much input lag into your game. You have no idea. It's so painful to actually play with anti-aliasing. You get so much input lag in PvP scenarios. You just get destroyed. Shade, VFX, draw distance, those two just don't matter. Just keep them all on low, because the VFX, if you have it on high, you will just see the grenades and smokes and everything a lot more, and it will just destroy your PvP. Like imagine seeing a big ass smoke and the other guy doesn't see anything. Just keep it on very low. Shade, I mean, it's your preference. It's the shadow level. I wouldn't keep it on high because on high it just uses so much power. Always the shades use much more power than the textures. On draw distance, I mean, how far you want to see, that's totally your preference as well. Facing, make sure you have it disabled. You don't need to have it enabled. Motion blur, disabled. Do not have motion blur. It does put input lag into your game, so do not have it enabled. Detail, That's just a detail of the game. It's your preference as well. Vegetation density, have it on low. This will spawn more grass, it will spawn more trees. You don't want to have that because you won't be able to see anything inside the game. Once you finish setting up these settings right here, make sure you press F and go back to the game. Once you're in game, I want you to press home button again and go and enable AMD Fidelity FX. This is the best thing to use. This is the only thing I'm using, but you can use other stuff like this, which make your game a little bit brighter. If you are on a darker night and you're fighting, you can use this, which makes it darker. You can use SMAA, which is kind of an anti-aliasing. You can use monochrome, which makes it black and white. There's a lot of different stuff to use in this thing. So if you want to have it like this, you have a problem, but you might as well try it if you haven't done so. Look at this. Oh my god. Help. Jesus Christ. What the fuck have I done? Okay, disable that stuff. I don't know what that is. You can have it as a border and make it look a lot cinematic, as you can see. But just for PvPing, I would suggest using AMD Fidelity FX and the Technicolor 2 to make your game a little bit brighter and actually see everybody in the game and not miss anyone that's around you. No, I'm not using the Technicolor because that's just too bright on my eyes. Some people like it, some people don't. That's your preference as well. But for me, I just don't like the Technicolor. Now, once you press on the Fidelity FX contrast, go down here. As you can see, there's contrast, adaptation, and sharpening density. Now, you can get this higher, which will make your game have more contrast. Or you can just leave it on the low, your preference as well. Or the sharpening you can lower down and turn up again. I have it on 1 and 0 because I don't like having high contrast because that just burns my eyes. But sharpening, I like sharpening, so I just have it on 1. Now, once you finish all that, I want you to go into your NVIDIA control panel. This is only for people that have NVIDIA graphics cards. Whoever has AMD graphics cards, what are you doing with your life? Go into your manage 3D settings right here on your control panel. You can find your control panel either if you press right click, show more options, NVIDIA control panel. Well, I think you can just right click here on the NVIDIA icon and control panel right here. Once you go right here, make sure you go onto your global settings and go ahead and find monitor technology, leave it on G-Sync. If you don't have G-Sync compatible monitor, go to fixed refresh. Now, I know fixed refresh is sad. It has more input lag than G-Sync, but fixed refresh is the only option you will have if you don't have a G-Sync compatible monitor. And press apply. Your screen is going to go on and off again. Don't worry, it's nothing to worry about. Press cancel, press apply. I'm going to press cancel right here because I've already done this. Once you do, if you haven't guys, please go and update your graphics card driver. Go to GeForce Experience, drivers, and press download. As you can see, I haven't updated my graphics drivers and I'm going to do that right now. So that was pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope this helped you. I hope this helped you become a better player in Once Human. Don't forget, make sure you subscribe because we're on that goal to 250 subscribers so you can get that creator program on with Once Human. Thank you guys for watching. I'm ScubaDaddy and I'll see you on the next video. Adios.